Hello everybody, Mr. Play Dr. Gaming here, and today we're gonna be discussing that the Xbox Series is getting a small upgrade. Ain't nothing too major, they just upgrading the Xbox Series X a little bit. So don't get your hopes up that you're gonna have Xbox Series X level of gameplay and graphical fidelity. No, the Xbox Series X is getting a small upgrade. And the article we're gonna be reading is from Kotaku.com. But before we get into the article, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and leave a comment, positive or negative. So anyway, let's get into this article from Kotaku.com. While the more powerful console out there, the smaller and more affordable Xbox Series S have been a big hit for Xbox. But reportedly, some devs have felt the strain of getting bigger, more advanced games to work on the console. In response, Microsoft is freeing up some memory to help improve the tiny console performance. As spotted by The Verge, Microsoft is hoping to make the Series S a bit more powerful by freeing up some memory and letting developer access that extra memory if needed. In a video explaining this new developer-focused update, Microsoft says that it is unlocking 100 of additional megabytes of memory and this will, in theory, give Studio more control over how to use the console limited memory. Microsoft said this can improve graphic performance in memory constrained conditions. To be clear, this isn't Microsoft quadrupling the power of the Xbox Series S, nor is the Microsoft switching some kind of secret switch to let the console start running games at 8K in 2040 Hz or anything wild like that. Instead, the amount of memory dedicated to non-gaming feature in the 300 Series S is being tweaked. While the more powerful Series S console has 16 gigabytes of RAM, the cheaper Xbox Series S only have 10 gigabytes. But before the update, they only had access to 8 gigabytes of memory. As Microsoft revealed around 2 gigabytes of the console OS, now the developer will have a few hundred extra megabytes of memory, which could help game run a bit better moving forward. While the more powerful Xbox Series S console has 16 gigabytes of RAM, the cheaper Xbox Series S has only 10 gigabytes RAM. But before this update, dev only had access to 8 gigabytes of the memory, and Microsoft revised around 10 gigabytes for the console OS. Now dev will have a few hundred extra megabytes of memory, which could help game run a bit better moving forward. The Xbox Series S has always been proposed by Microsoft as a cheaper, less powerful, but still compatible next-gen console option, improving very popular price of hardware since releasing alongside the beefier Xbox Series X. In 2022, hell, I already had an Xbox Series X and I ended up buying one. It became the main way to play games in our living room, perfect for Fall Guys and Fortnite. But for more intense game that it struggled, requiring cutting down of frame rate or resolution. This had reportedly led to some issues in foundation from developers trying to get certain game to run on a lesser machine. A recent example of a game performing differently on the Series S is Evil Dead the game, which launched without a 60 frame per second performance mode on the cheaper machine. Resident Evil Village also limited the game frame rate to only 45 FPS at 1440p and 30 if you turn on ray tracing. Hopefully a few bits above of memory can help they're working on the Xbox ports not feel as hamstrung by the weaker Xbox Series S. Honestly, I think this is gonna be like a good upgrade when it comes to like developer stuff. So now developer got more resources to use on the Xbox Series S than they did before. Because let's be honest with you, when you first got the Xbox Series S, it was like $300. So you be like, okay, what is this $600? What is the consequence of the $300 different? Well, it turns out the Xbox Series S, some games could not run at 60. They still will run at 30. For example, Dying Light 2. I recently played Dying Light 2. I love Dying Light 2. I think Dying Light 2 is absolutely amazing. But I would not play the game on the Xbox Series S when it first launched. But it turns out, Dying Light 2 when it first launched only run at 30 FPS. Full stop. Like, you couldn't make the FPS go higher. Even though the Xbox Series S was marketed as a 1080p 60 FPS machine, Dying Light 2 on the Xbox Series S only capped out at 30 frames per second. You could not do anything else with Dying Light 2. You were just capped at 30 frames per second. But with this upgrade, with this upgrade, I think Dying Light 2 actually fixed the problem. But with upgrading other games, since Microsoft getting the developer more resources, they can make better games. They can make more advanced games for the Xbox Series S, because Microsoft cut down the memory so much that developers had only limited amount of space to work with. So I think even just having a little bit more space than usual, I think it would help out developers make games in the long run, because before this, game was kind of struggling on the Series S. But the Series S can play some great games at 60 FPS. But I think with developers with more resources at disposal, I think the Xbox Series S can be a better console than it currently is. Because I think even with this small upgrade, ain't really nothing big, but it's way better than it was before. I think it's gonna be good for game developers in the long run. So it's gonna be easier to make games. So they won't feel so limited about the hardware they gotta work with. So that's it. That's my opinion on this small Xbox Series S upgrade. I think that good that Microsoft allowed the developer to use more extra memory if needed. So now hopefully Xbox Series S owners can have at least a better performance than they did before the upgrade. So they've been Mr. Play Doctor. See y'all next time with another video, and y'all have a good one. Peace.